Hello, everyone, and welcome to this conversation presented by White House Custom Color.
I'm Jody Rael of Jody Rael Photography, and this is my sister.
Mindy Brunkhardt. I'm Jody's sister.
Girls, how have you been in the last couple of weeks?
It's like changed every single day.
Yeah, it's within hours. Things change within hours, it seems like.
Yeah, but we're doing good. I'm such a homebody. I really like just working from home and being home and still accomplishing things. But I feel like in our world, we are already playing we have so many hats.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of nice that we get to slow down and we can wear two hats at home pretty easily.
Right.
Much easier than when we're busy in our daily lives.
So I mean, the forced slowdown for you has been something that you're embracing. You kind of like it?
I like it. It's different, and of course it has its own challenges too.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel much more peaceful than I was feeling before, because I was feeling like things were just, I was going here, I was going there, I was doing this, I was being a mom, I was, trying to juggle everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm still juggling everything, but I'm doing it from one spot.
Oh, I see. So you're not moving around. Everything else is still moving, and there's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
But now you're grounded in one spot to kind of manage it all.
Right.
What does that look like from both of your perspectives, really?
I don't know.
Both Jody and I are besides Jody owning and running Jody Rael Photography, and I'm helping in the office, we're also teaching full-time at
a school, at a high school,
a private high school. So we are still doing lesson plans. We're still meeting students every day. We just don't have to go an hour and a half in the morning and an hour and a half at night after those hours to deal with it. So we actually it seems like we have more time to be with family, to take care of other stuff, make sure we have time to go work out, and then also to deal with editing and photo shoots and, the photo shoots aren't happening, rescheduling photo shoots and social media and revamping the website and all that stuff. So
are you meeting with students online then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Zoom, actually. Yeah.
We're using Zoom, and then we have a lot of just regular lessons. They still have, it's a lot of independent learning on their side, but we have to be available for them to ask questions and email and
grade papers, give responses, have discussion boards, all sorts of things.
So is setting up the website or tweaking the website or changing the website or redoing the website, that's one of the things that you're doing right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a list. I have many lists, but one of my lists is the things I want to get to someday. And that's the list that I'm trying to tackle right now.
So you have a list you have a someday list.
Yeah, I have a rainy day list. Yep.
And I want to know what's on the list.
Budget.
Okay.
So, dealing with budget stuff. That's a lot of it. The website always needs to be tweaked, and in fact, I really want to redo it completely.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is a huge undertaking.
Yep.
Writing content, social media.
For social media, yeah.
And a marketing plan. So Mindy and I have been brainstorming this past year on how we want to do a tween program in addition to all the things that I do.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we have time, we have more time to work on it and actually get all of the pieces of that together so that we can roll that out once things kind of settle down a little bit.
So you're putting yourself into a position where you're going to be ready when this is over. Like that's what everyone,
cool.
I feel like that's what everyone who's being proactive is saying, is that I don't know when this is going to be done, but when it is, I'm going to be ready to jump right out of the gate and get after it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And of course, there's always things that I still haven't finished. Clients' orders. We're in the middle of the senior season right now, and we don't know if there's going to be a graduation ceremony here in Vegas.
Or if there is, if it's going to be on the date that they've already set, or if it's going to be sometime in the middle of July or August even.
Right.
So, but I've been telling all my clients, like, we're going to, your students are going to graduate. Like, they're going to graduate. They still need announcements. Don't take that from them too. And then they're like, oh yeah, I do need announcements. And so now, like, as of like the last 24 hours, something has clicked in their brains. They're like, I do need announcements. Good thing we took those photos already. Like, I'm like, yeah, I need to edit them and do the design work. And
so you're still being very active in communicating with your clients. Are you doing that primarily on the phone? Are you using email? Is it text? Is it social media? Is it all of the above?
All of the above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of the above. In fact, I did a conference, like a Zoom call with a client last night, and we took care of business fairly quickly, but they were just so excited to talk to me that it ended up being like a whole hour.
Yeah.
5 minutes of work and an hour of conversation.
Yeah.
So.
Are you doing any sales via Zoom or any other means?
I haven't yet, but next week I have one scheduled.
Yeah.
The number of different circumstances have pushed this sales session back, and so now they're ready. And so I said, well, we have time. Let's meet online. So,
yep. And so have you ever done one of those before?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. So I'm just wondering if you've got some experience in that already, or are you just going to go in and just give it a shot?
I'm just going to go in and give it a shot. I have, I use ProSelect in my sales. So what I was going to do is just do a share screen and show them, I have their wall, I have everything designed. I've got an album designed, all of those things are ready to go. So I can just, I think, probably show them exactly how I would in a sales session.
It would be very similar in a lot of ways. Right. Right. What other things are you getting ready? So when we're on the other side of this, what are the first few days going to look like for you guys?
Oh, I don't know. It's going to be hectic. I think it's going to be a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
And scary too, because knowing what we kind of know about this virus, we don't know, we don't want to get people sick that we care about.
Right.
And, Mindy and I she lives next door. So that's why we get to see each other during this quarantine. But
that's why we're sitting within 6 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Well, because you're collectively distancing from everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. I get
it. And our parents live next door. So, and this is a recent change. They used to live half a country away from us, but then they retired out here. And our father's health is not great. And we know that this is very serious for him. And so we want to make sure that we stay socially distant from everybody to protect him.
So you're not gonna jump the gun.
No.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate when our school decided that they were going to go online. They had the capability, everything was set up so that they could do that. The moment that happened, I was just like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Because it was every day I would come home and I would completely sanitize. I mean, like, shower and like super hot water, and my skin was ready to fall off. But that was just, I was like, I did not want to spread anything that I possibly could have. And, and then even when I would make meals and stuff, I was terrified that I was going to cough. And if I felt it coming on, I'd run and leave the room. And I was starting to become paranoid about it. And then when they decided, okay, we're going to, go online, I was like, oh, thank goodness. So it was a huge thing.
You saying that resonates with me. I'm wondering, because I was thinking about this for myself the other day, like, I really believe that there's going to be a pre-virus world and a post-virus world in a lot of ways. And I I don't think we understand, obviously, what all those ways are yet. We don't have the benefit of hindsight on that yet. But what are some ways that you think you'll be different on the other side? Like for myself, the paranoia piece gets me. Like sometimes I find myself being worried, and then I'm like, is that even something that I should be concerned about? Or how concerned should I be? Like, I don't even know, right? Half the time. So how do you think things are going to look different in your business and in your lives on the other side of this, regardless of when it ends or how it ends?
Well, I think that our world is going to find out that we can do more things online. So
yep.
That's, there's been a huge push over the years where even like 5 years ago, much less 10 years ago, there was such a pushback from employers to say, oh, we can't have people working from home.
Yeah.
Like if we have stay-at-home moms and they want to work from home and they're great employees, but oh no, we can't do that.
Yeah.
I think that hopefully they will start to see like, yeah, we can do that. And that is everybody can possibly do this and they can see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, maybe a good benefit that could come from this. But I'm sure that employers could see the opposite be true.
Well, they'll find out one way or the other.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
What about personally? Do you feel like on the other side you're gonna struggle with like realizing, or like it'll take a while to realize that, oh, I don't have to be kind of like hyper sensitive to this, that, or the other? Because at some point, like I've washed my hands. I don't know how many times I've washed my hands every day. Like if I'm walking by the bathroom, I just go in there and I wash my hands.
Right.
And I'm not saying that on the other side of this, we're not going to have to wash our hands anymore. I'm not saying that. But I am saying like I know that I am hypersensitive to some things right now, and I'm fine with that. I'm not beating myself up either. But on the other end of it, I feel like I'm going to struggle a little bit with being like, oh, you don't have to freak out about that so much now, because we are on the other side of it, right?
Well, that's what I wonder is, when is the other side?
Well, we don't know. We don't, and I'm not saying I know that. I'm saying we don't. But there is another side. Like we are going to get there.
We will eventually get there.
Yeah.
I've been doing, whenever I get stressed, I guess is a good word. When I get stressed or when I get fearful about something, I do a lot of research and reading, and I kind of just soak up everything that I can, and it helps me to feel like I have more control over the situation. So I've been doing a lot of research about the influenza of 1918. Everybody's talking about that.
Yeah, the Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu, which is actually shouldn't be named the Spanish flu, but
right. Yeah, I've read. Yeah, I get that.
So actually, odd thing about that, which I knew about this before, but the Spanish flu, or the flu of 1918, actually started, as far as they can tell, in Southwest Kansas, in a little rural county called Haskell County, Kansas, and that's actually where Mindy and I grew up.
What?
Yeah, no joke.
Yep.
So,
well, anyway, I'm also wondering how come it's not called the Kansas flu.
Exactly. So anyway, it was during wartime, so it spread eastward because soldiers went to train at the fort, and then went to go fight in Europe, and so it just completely spread. And it took 2 years for it to just naturally take its course.
Right.
And so you kind of look at this, and we live in a completely different world than 1980.
We do. Yep.
Thankfully. But, they're saying, okay, vaccine's not for another year or something like that. And they're making tons of progress, which is great. But we might be looking at this longer than people think. We don't really know where the end of it is. And I change like every day on what I think or feel about it. And so how am I going to feel in a year from now or 6 months from now? Or, I don't know.
No idea.
But I think it is definitely it is becoming like washing our hands. It's becoming daily habits.
Oh, hourly habits.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah. And what sanitizer, hand sanitizer. We ran out and then we found some the other day, and my wife was like, this is gold. We have hand sanitizer again, because we can't get it around here. It's not at the store.
Yeah, we can't get it either.
Yeah.
So
We're thinking of going into the industrial stores to get the little soap dispensers
Right.
so that we have some in the house because we can't find any antibacterial stuff anywhere else. So
What's your message for others right now? Anyone that might be listening, anyone that, you guys have each other, you have families that are really close there in proximity. So you can really, I don't know, I feel like you're in a fortunate situation to some degree because you have each other right there and you can social distance together. Like none of you are seeing anybody else. What do you say to people that don't have that? What do you say to people that are more in this by themselves or alone right now?
they need to reach out for sure, even if it's just to Zoom with a colleague, not during work hours or whatever. They definitely need to reach out. There's a ton of churches out there that are using Facebook for services, and they can go on to Facebook and find a service that they can watch on Sunday or Wednesday night or Saturday afternoon or whatever, and they're being recorded so they can watch them at any time and they can feel part of that community that way.
Yeah.
So that's a
and gyms.
and gyms.
Our CrossFit gym is doing online classes. It's kind of cool to see everybody and be like, "Hi, how you doing? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go work out together in our living rooms."
Yeah. I like that.
Helps keep your mind healthy and active.
So there's lots of ways to be social. I mean, it's not like it was even 20 years ago when the internet was first starting and people were like, "Oh, social media is the devil," and it's not like that anymore. Social media is the way that our world communicates, and online is the way that we communicate. And if nothing else, online is the way that our world is going more and more. And so we can be social through social media and through online platforms. We don't have to be within, face-licking distance of it.
Right. I appreciate your time, ladies. I appreciate your advice, and I appreciate you taking the time to do this during such a crazy time right now in our lives, in our society. And I look forward to being on the other side of this whenever it happens.
I do too. And I'm very grateful that my business has been blessed in so many ways. And I just hope that, I know there's a lot of people who are out there struggling with this time, and either they're by themselves or they're looking at, how am I going to get back from this? And it's going to come to an end. The economy will come back. People more than ever, I think, are reminded of this, that having family and a recording of your family together in pictures is so important, because we never know when something is going to happen. And it's so important that we remember and record those moments.
Yeah.
And so I think that's helpful for people. And so they need photographers.
Yeah, everyone's gonna come back. I think it might take a while. I don't think it'll take that long, but the need for photography doesn't change. The beauty of the art doesn't change. It's all going to be there on the other side too.
Yep.
Well, in the meantime, stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, ladies.
All right.
Well.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this conversation presented by White House Custom Color on YouTube. Be sure to check out our other content and click that subscribe button right there. Right there. It's there somewhere.